Hey guys, well, we're in the Movieland Wax Museum. One of the last main attractions that I haven't visited. Probably take this off. Even though I'm next to these guys, you probably can leave it on. Yeah, so we're going to take a look at this Waxworks Museum that's actually had some recent improvements, so hopefully we'll see some new changes. It also has apparently a scare or haunted section, which I'm looking forward to, which would be the last one that I haven't done in Niagara Falls. I'm gonna say compared to the other wax museum that is in Niagara Falls, famously Louis Tussauds, this one seems to be some of the waxworks seem to be of a higher quality in the sense that they actually look like the characters. And some, like Bobby De Niro behind me here, who's looking really depressed, not so much. I probably won't do much commentary, but I always step on my words. But enjoy the Movieland Wax Museum. I'm going to say that's Justin Timberlake, but I'm not entirely sure, especially since his hair is a little bit problematic. They've done a good job here on good old, I was literally going to say the opposite of who he actually is. You could say Jimmy Kimmel, but it's Jimmy Fallon. Is that beardy guy supposed to be Justin Timberlake? I don't know. Who is this man? No question who we're looking at here. Except for the fact that Dan Aykroyd doesn't look quite good. I would say Mr. Belushi also does not look so good. Who is this? Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell, he's asking me what's up in the phone booth there. I better not put this commentary in, it'll just get people angry with my terrible accent. That is Justin Timberlake. Oh. The Turtles. Excellent Joker. I would say that is an excellent recreation, except his hat wear is not exactly as I remember it. I'm gonna have to say that's problematic. Really not a waxwork of Michael Keaton. I'll have to say this is not actually wax, or at least it doesn't look like it's wax. Because his face is a little plastery for my liking. Not that I'm becoming an expert in waxworks. Matty D also not having a very good hair day. Those plugins are problematic, my friend. That was supposed to be Christopher Reeve. This is Christopher Reeve. So that would be Margot Kidder. Okay. No question who this is. I will say though that some of these, as I foolishly was not wearing my mask, so I'm a little bit more muffled if you can hear me. I will say some of the set pieces in here are actually really good. It's clean and well laid out. I do like this so far. Okay, Christopher Reeve is up here, as I should have expected. It's actually a pretty good Christopher Reeve, to be honest. Well done. Are you Sarah Connor? Also not a waxwork or a plaster. Oh no, maybe a waxwork. The eyeballs are convincing. I honestly expect her to turn to me right now and say something, which is kind of freaky. That is as close as I need to be to one of these wax figures. Travolta and Halle Berry, not too bad. Not too sure about the choice of film representation either. But whatever, Swordfish is still loved among certain people. This is a bit of a creep. As I was saying, speaking of creepy, a certain first couple that you know, their heads are like, first of all, their heads, like this is my hand, obviously, and their heads are so big. Yeah, I guess you can like touch, well, I'm not going to do it in COVID situations. So you can get a little bit closer to these wax figures than one would normally expect. These are not bad, actually. They're not perfect, but Pacino is passable. It's a young Pacino. I'd say that's pretty good representation. Brando's looking a little, yeah, not such great days for Mr. Brando. We do have alternative Bollywood, definitely Bollywood celebrities, so I will not give you my interpretation of the realisticness of that. You can, however, take a seat. I am gonna say, if you're gonna plan on doing something like this wax museum, and you want the maximum creep effect, if you're alone like I am in here, it is kind of a little awkward and creepy. You never know. Very much a House of Wax kind of vibe going on. Because certain ones like Mr. Hanks here are pretty lifelike, even though he's not exactly great. Also, Mr. Gilmore, not looking exact. I'd say that's passable. Passable representation of Mr. Gilmore.
This sort of thing ain't my bag, baby.
And one thing I'll say is that Mr. Myers is represented at the other wax museum as well. Ooh, I like this. Great film. Fantastic, great film. Not bad. Glenn Close is bang on, I'd say. Maybe a little older than she looked in that film. But other than that, I'd say that's a proper Glenn Close. Douglas looking a little, Yeah, that's like literally out of the poster. That's fantastic work. And suddenly it gets a lot more sinister looking. One of my favorite action movies of all time. Recreated in vivid detail. And I like he actually disappears. Unless I'm crazy, he disappears. You can see him here. And then he disappears behind this tree. That's a fantastic effect. I don't even know how they've done that, because I can't even see the mirror. Yeah, this is Arnie though, this is terrible. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Set pieces in this room are actually fantastic. It's a whole plane. Got an alligator. There are some triggers in here to bring out noise and that, so I'm looking forward to the scare portion. They might get me on this one as we go through. Yeah, really enjoying the set pieces in this particular setup. Like, this is probably the best, like, themed attraction overall in Niagara Falls, I'd have to say. Like, as far as the quality of these rooms, it's actually really impressive. Tom's looking serious there. Interesting choice of film, I'd have to say as well. Oh, Jack Black's had better days. I'd say that was probably the easiest of recreations that they've made. I'm just gonna throw that out there and say that's probably the easiest recreation. As you can see in this rock work, and it's like this is like, I think, real rocks. Solid rocks. The real deal. I don't know what's supposed to be coming out of there. I think something is normally coming out of there. Aye. We got some hairy feet. Really paid a lot of attention to the feet recreation versus getting Elijah Wood's face right. Gollum is not really displayed prominently enough, I'd say. He's kind of just hiding in the back. But Callan is done superbly. Superbly. I wouldn't say so much for Mr. Potter. He's looking a little, he's looking a little translucent compared to some others. If Mel Gibson is this tall, I know actors are short, but he also, I don't think he was that blonde in Braveheart. It's been a while since I've seen the film, I'll say. Again, I'm gonna say it again, the theming in here is fantastic. I'm really enjoying just the overall decor. There are elements that smell a bit new in here, so I don't know how much of this is the recent new additions. Got Eddie just hanging out. I think this is a Dr. Dolittle thing, but I don't think about, like, have I missed Dr. Dolittle Part 2? Where he's hanging out with some creepy ass looking people and a creepy ass looking owl. And then meanwhile some stuffed toys. And a bear that's having way too good of a time. Did that take place in a cavern? Or is that Friday the 13th that I'm missing out on there? Jeebus. Did we just like, is that like a Hunger Games alarm, or am I just triggering something here? Is Josh Hutcherson someone that is worthy of a waxwork figure? I'm not so sure. Comment below if I'm missing out on something. E.T. always will be, as will this gen. I'm glad to see him. An actual legend. A very creepy legend. Oh, that mullet. Is that authentic? It's kind of gray and like, oh, it's making me a little bit ill looking at it actually. That mullet is, okay, okay, that was not a stuffed animal in retrospect. Edward and Bella. You're looking creepy and unrealistic. Alright, guys. Alright, just in case you forgot which dwarf is which, you can refresh yourself here at the Movieland Wax Museum, Walt Disney.
I am the great and powerful Wizard of Oz. Everyone can have a brain. That's a very mediocre commodity. Every creature has a brain. Yours is special. Therefore, Scarecrow, by virtue of the authority vested in me, you lie. Your beneath encouraged with vision. Therefore, for American's conduct, extraordinary valor, and conspicuous bravery against wicked witches, I award you the Triple Cross. You are now a member of the Legion of Courage. And you, my brother, friend, for your kindness, take pleasure in presenting this also with our steeds in your life.
Darth Vader is massive. Did not like that I was talking on this set. Okay, Marilyn, give us your best then. Looks like he forgot to write on his slate. Not so sure how this particular production of The 7-Year Itch, I guess they're gonna get it. They got their shot, as did I. Oh, Ocean's 11 action. Interesting movie selections for the representations. Clint Eastwood looks nothing like Clint Eastwood, I would have to say.
The first footage released, and at the end of the film, this house that he has built winds up having to get moved. So he's trying to get it across the railroad tracks, it gets stuck, and you see the train coming. One of the things he did was he always had the universe of the comic working in the comic. So anything that's outside the frame,
I've seen Cher in person, not quite Cher. Miley Cyrus looks nothing like that anymore. That is exactly what Bette Midler looks like. And that is definitely Shania Twain based on that particular outfit. And Margaret. Legend. Definitely Barbara Streisand, just based on the pose. Katy Perry. Prominent presentation. Somebody likes Katy Perry among the staff here. Obligatory Elvis and Reese Witherspoon right next to him for some strange reason. Things are getting macabre here with Elvira. Doesn't look anything like her, looks more like Lady Gaga. Well, it is getting a bit more scary here. Bella. John Tory. Part we've been waiting for. Are we ready for a journey into the dark? Fantastic. I definitely feel like I'm in Aliens. I could stay in here for a while. I've got limited time. Fantastic room. Ooh. Ah, you got me there, it. I knew they were gonna get me. I am impressed. I think this is the final room, yes. As we get out to the Justice League. I'll admit this is where we're going to get into a lot of representations that I'm not familiar with anymore. Orlando Bloom and the not to be mentioned.
Well, if you're intending to brave all hasten to the rescue and so win fair lady's heart, well, that's just what I learned, mate. What's your number?
It's not bad. We've already got Aquaman in here. It definitely smells new in here. These are a lot of recent creations. Black Panther. They kind of look like giant commemorative figurines, to be honest with you, like they were kind of mass produced in a way. I'm not so sure. Impressive nonetheless. That is a very big representation. A film I've actually seen. Carpet definitely feels new. Not a bad scar, Joe. Alright guys, well that's the Movieland Wax Museum of the Stars. I just actually had a chat. Actually, the staff is super friendly, so I also want to give a shout out there in case they're actually watching. Just as I caught there at the last second, the sign was just turned off as I was the last patron in there. And honestly, I am shocked because I have not done it yet, because this was fantastic. It's actually one of the best attractions in Niagara Falls, I'm gonna say right now. And maybe if I'm gonna think about it, it's at least in my top 3, because yeah, I'm honestly blown away. It was that good. The scare section was fantastic. It was beyond my own expectations. And having just had a chat, I believe, with maybe one of the owners, or at least someone who was responsible for building most of the new sets, that scare section was all brand new. The alien section was all brand new, as well as that Marvel section and superhero section that I was pointing out at the end as well. So a lot of new stuff that is actually in this particular display, or this museum, which I'm pretty blown away with. The price was they're not doing the all-inclusive pass, unfortunately, during the pandemic, which would have been great, because then you could get into some of the other attractions here for a great cost. You used to be able to use it for an entire year, but they're not doing it right now, so that cost me essentially $12 to get in. It's a fantastic pickup going by here. Vintage attractions throughout Niagara Falls. But yeah, if you're coming here, I'd have to say that this is definitely worth the value, because there's a lot of stuff that goes on in Niagara Falls that maybe is a little bit wishy-washy and maybe is a little bit on the side of the street that I'm on right now. But that is definitely one of the things that you'd want to do if you're into that type of attraction. I'd have to say it's probably the best wax museum that I've been to so far. So that's it, guys. That's a full tour and experience of the Movieland Wax Museum. I'm very glad that I came back and actually did it, and I'm excited that I got to share it with you. Thanks for watching, guys. Always enjoy.